Hello everybody, it's your old friends at Monday Madness. Welcome to the latest episode of the Sandbox Jukebox series. And if you were watching our previous edition, which was from Simpsons Hit and Run, you'll remember that the game that came out from the wheel was True Crime Streets of LA from the PlayStation 2. The clonest of GTA clones. So, as we normally do, we are going to be playing this along. I pre-recorded this in advance as opposed to streaming it, just for like logistical purposes. And we're going to play along with the bingo. So, joining me in the room at the moment is Aiden. How are you doing there? Yes, he's all good. Didn't hear him there, but he's fine. Trust me on that one.
and we're not even like through the introductions before any of the technical issues.
Yes.
So
to be fair, he was working absolutely fine at this point. Only now has he had a problem.
Well, yeah, naturally.
Yes, as is tradition. The voice you heard there was, of course, Mr. Paulo Cthulhu, who joined us for some parts of Simpsons Hit and Run as well. Some that were on Twitch, some that were lost to Twitch. Fair,
there is a timeline where I am present for all of it. But yes, unfortunately, a large section of that couldn't be the canonical timeline.
Exactly. Yeah. It almost started canon and went non-canon as time went on, because there was a stream issue. And joining us for this round as well is Peter, who has been on a few of our videos as well. How's it going, bud?
Nisha to see you all.
Peter is playing with Zoom backgrounds, just for you can hazard a guess what he has behind him at the minute. So yeah, lads, we're going to press play on this. We have our bingo cards at the ready, and we'll be ticking them off as we go along. Unfortunately, you guys can't play at home, but when we ever get streaming again, you can play along at home. But just for now, to keep the series on the roll, we'll just play along between the four of us. So, guys, are you good to go?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, should we see if I can actually get anything out of Adam.
We'll see.
Or will his presence forever be in text?
It's hard to tell. I think he might try sign language. Although I have been trying to push Aiden towards semaphore. I don't think it really works in his dialect.
Oh dear.
Can you confirm, Aiden?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think we got some audio there.
Yes, I think so. That sounded like audio. I'm not too sure.
Oh shit! Is it on? Is it working?
God, I think he's trying to communicate. Yes, it is working fine.
Fantastic.
We should have been trying to ghost him all this time. So, no, I can't hear a thing. He's gone. He's gone completely.
So ghost in the wind.
Not once for yes and 3 times for no.
Jeez.
Listen, for that, we'd actually watching the Zoom call, and why do that? We could be watching this lovely YouTube video.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm glad we're all on the same wavelength here, Paul. So, in that case, lads, I'll count us in on 3, 2, 1, go. So I'll keep track of what we have on the bingo, and we'll mark off on our cards and see if we have a winner, or
okay.
If whoever's closest, we might just decree it to. So
are we already in a pre-rendered cutscene?
Yeah, I suppose we'll take that. Pre-rendered cutscene. Job done.
Awesome.
It counts, I guess.
I didn't know the ouch would come up on the screen, and it did. Oh, brilliant. Oh, man.
I did say that because Aiden, we were talking about this earlier on. You fucking loved this game.
Yes, I did. This was my game as a kid. As we were saying, this is the poor man's GTA. Don't judge me. So
you were poor. It's fine.
Yeah,
we didn't understand. Totally understand. So
sleep every night.
Exactly. With the dulcet sounds, Christopher Walken, trying to be from Los Angeles.
Everyone's in this. Like I think Gary Oldman's in this, and yeah.
Is he in this or is he in New York? I can never remember because he kind of had like a crossover with the cast.
I think he's in this because he's a Russian, and he usually plays a Russian. So.
Oh yeah, you could be right there actually. But yeah, no, this has quite a cast in it. Like as you said, Christopher Walken. Yeah, 2 games. That's it.
This and Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yes,
that's all he's in.
2 cornerstones of the industry, lads. But yeah, like he's in there. He's Michelle Rodriguez from the Fast and Furious movies is here as well, and Michael Madsen, who seems to get killed off in every gangster movie ever. So he's in there too. So yeah, it's quite a eclectic mix of like the most available actors I could find.
Wait, so do you actually play a cop in this? Because
yeah, that's kind of the selling point of this game, really. That like it is more as GTA from the cop's perspective.
He's like his own little task force, EOD or something, and
so,
EOD, yeah.
If memory serves, GTA was the game where the cops would have like no qualms about over, like just tearing through everybody else to get to you, because they had as much contempt for the general public as you did.
Pretty much, yeah.
I like the license, John. Very nice.
Clever, yes. You see, it was clever for me to replace the S's with 5s because I'm a mad lad. I also spent my days as a child stealing hubcaps and selling dust caps for money because I'm such a rebel.
That was you.
It's always me, man. I had a monopoly on dust caps.
They call it the City of Angels.
And if you have a famous voice actor, you can take that off your card.
Like, I'm a little suspicious about the gun capacity, about these guns, because they kind of look like 6-round revolvers. But that's he's doing something to reload them, and I don't think it's a reloading sound that matches the weapons.
Probably not. We're still on the intro cutscene here, Paul, so I think you may have skipped ahead of us.
Oh, I see, because I started playing when you linked the damn thing.
Ah, I see. We're on 3:30 if you want to catch up to us. Or indeed catch back.
Yes. Let me know when you hit 4 minutes. Minute 4.
No problem. It is really nice to hear Christopher Walken in a video game that isn't Ripper. Wow. Unbelievable. And we are now at 4 minutes, Paul. There you go.
Cool. Yep, synced up.
Hey. So yeah, I'm sure Aiden will correct me if I get the canon of true crime wrong, but we are playing the son of a cop that basically went missing, or words to that effect, and he's a bit of a loose cannon. He does things his own way.
Affirmative.
Indeed.
Hey Johnson, since when does LAPD issue weapons to meter maids?
Always quick to pick a fight, eh, Kang? Hey, Johnson.
One-liners in this are just perfect.
The dialogue is at least snappy. It's like a really like lame like episode of Starsky and Hutch, but it's kind of like tongue in cheek in a way in how it does it.
The characters are very emotive.
Yes.
Oh, George, you're jumping the gun. I haven't agreed to anything.
That's one thing I kind of like got from this game is that it rattles through the cutscenes really fucking quickly. Like it gives it no chance to flesh out.
I mean, they just established that this guy hasn't agreed to become a cop, but the cop's already fine with him just, talking shit and handing him guns apparently.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because we all know, like, the cops basically function entirely off nepotism.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's how it works. Like, one cop will give birth to an even better cop, and an even better cop. And it's like they're like babushka dolls, But the smaller the cop is, the more powerful they are.
That's what Viagra's for, sonny boy.
It's really weird that's the voice of the character that Christopher Walken is voicing, like a balding, like fat man who takes charge of the shooting range. It's weird casting, I'll be honest.
Did you hear that? There's many these are apparently revolvers, and
yes,
they are not
revolvers.
I don't know what he's doing. He's doing, I don't know, some kind of movement with them, and there's a reloading sound that I would not associate with a revolver. And that's more like the sound of like a magazine getting loaded.
Yes. You are speaking the truth there. In fairness, you really are.
I was going to ask John, are you playing this on PC? Is it?
No, PS2.
Oh.
Yes.
Good.
I know. I actually found a PS2 copy that still exists. I know. It's God bless CEX and all of its affiliates.
the weird part I find is that targets are made of wood and not just paper, which I might even rack up expenses.
It's also like horrendous waste as well.
Yeah.
Best with the best, bleed like the rest.
So it took a while for me to get used to the shooting because it didn't feel as slick as it should be. But I think my own other problem was that my controller really didn't like smacking the R1 that much.
A controller, how dare you interact with my buttons?
To be fair, it's a very old PS2 controller, Paul. Like it's an original one as well. It's the one I've had for years, so it's been an emotional journey for it over the years.
So, did that target just move across the range faster than your bullets?
Yes. You gotta learn fairly quickly, Paul, that physics don't really apply in this game. They kind of take a guess at the physics.
It's almost like that they're kind of doing what is narratively a cop. A cop narratively is able to just unload fuck tons of bullets into black silhouettes. Weapons to be damned. Like you go out with a fucking like revolutionary musket and somehow be able to do 16 warning shots in the back.
Pretty much. Right, chap, take aim.
You fought the law and the
You know, it's not a true kill until you get to double figures of bullets.
I mean,
But,
how do you even know that they're dead?
Yeah, no, fair point. Completely fair point.
I'd hate to be in your crosshairs.
Chief, I wonder how you found me here. Hey, George?
Will we count a black chief as a racist stereotype?
I'm sure you've seen
Because it is kind of a crutch in a lot of buddy cop shows.
Mom and pop outfits in Chinatown.
You know it's the try.
I have been watching some Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Mm.
and they kind of put just a lot of
I need an answer.
stereotypes. Well, no,
Chief, I'm suspended. Remember?
That is kind of a spoof, though, to be fair.
yes, I suppose it is.
Mm. Yeah, I think we'll count that then. So if you have that, take that off your card.
I'm sorry, like he was the son of a policeman. Like, what are the requirements of actually being a policeman in the United States? Because I know in most like developed countries, it's a certain kind of college degree, and it's something you would spend years
Mm.
See you later, George.
becoming
As
qualified
far as I
for.
know, I think
And
in the
this one
States
seems
it's
to be
actually the
like
shortest time. I think
Yeah.
you could be a cop within like a year.
Because it seems to me like you seem to become qualified policeman by virtue of your dad was a cop for a while.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, like.
I passed my badge on to you.
I like to think that could have been like a hidden cutscene that we'll see later on. It's just like him going, "I'm sorry, son, but you must continue to fight."
So, how many civilians can you run over before the police have to make a token arrest of you
Attempt
and
to
then
get rid of you?
release you almost immediately?
Well, the thing is, the trick here is that we have kind of a karma system, which is the yin yang that you see. So that affects what ending you get in the end. So you can get a good ending or a bad ending based on how you play the game. You know, a young Mass Effect takes notes and all that shit. But yeah, it's kind of how this works out. So you can be bad cop and just basically run down everyone in Los Angeles, or you can try and play by the rules and arrest like bad guys properly, or neutralize them, whatever, depending on the context. But yeah, it's kind of how it works. Incidentally, if you have drivable cars or tutorial level, you can take them off your card as well. You just got them.
I think I
Counted as
still
a
just
rampage
got
Oh, good.
printed cutscene
Hmm.
for the moment.
Nice digs, Chief. Excuse me.
But we take that off from the opening, so I think we'll
Yeah.
we'll allow that.
Great. I'll have a cup of coffee, black, no sugar.
Have you had Press X to yet?
What's that?
Have you had Press X to yet?
Make it a bourbon.
Not really. I was thinking it's more like if you see like a button prompt for X, that's what I'm kind of counting that as.
Fine by me.
Mm.
You know I work alone.
This is the way it is, Nick. Someone's got to keep an eye on you.
I guess I should have read the fine print.
I look as well that this is like supposed to be an elite like police division, and it seems to be set up in some kind of warehouse
Get to know each other.
where like 9 months out of the year be full of like fireworks for Chinese New Year.
Hey, Nick.
Welcome to the EOD.
EOD?
EOD.
The hell is
I
it?
have no
EOD?
idea what that stands for.
I believe it's
Enforcement.
Elite Operations Division.
Ah, rightio.
At least that seems like the
That
most
sounds like one of
obvious.
those generally
Yeah.
vague ass fucking things that could mean literally anything.
Yes. It's designed to elude you, Paul. So you continue on this base level of confusion for the entire game.
What? They have Elite Operations Division on the outside of the way.
Time to hit the
Are
road,
they
Jack.
trying to be secretive or what?
Yes. Like if you don't, as long as you keep it a secret, you can commit as many crimes as you'd like, as long as no one finds out about it.
Yes. Just make sure no one sees you.
Or if they do, shoot them and say they're resisting arrest.
Yep, absolutely. So the weird thing about this game is that like the game is kind of done in like a chapter system, but sometimes between chapters you can just basically solve like random crimes, and that kind of like you can kind of do that to kind of gain like money, but the money is kind of like reputation in this game, and I think you kind of lose money from dying and running over civilians and stuff like that. Also, you can tick off in-game radio because we technically have that because the music changes every time you're in the car. So you can tick that off.
The soundtrack is superb, by the way.
It's quite good. My video got flagged several times by YouTube. Jesus Christ, yeah. Who's that of 2000s rap music?
Oh yeah, that's the way we do it.
This is me now learning how to arrest people. There we go.
Man, sure sucks to be you.
I'm sorry,
You
there
can
are
also-
other policemen there, and you're just like arresting some homeless people.
Yes.
And throwing it on the floor as well.
They need
Absolutely.
assistance, Paul.
They need assistance. Look at them. All they can do is sway and wear sunglasses.
Just look at you with
Yes.
vague expressions.
Just going like, isn't that Henry Wilson's son? Is it? Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah. You can also tick off. I just realised there. You can tick off the in-game phone or pager because we have a radio that's giving us all the missions. You can also tick off mini-map markers as well. So they have them. And I mentioned about the kind of the badge in the bottom right is technically the money of the game. So if you have that, feel free to tick it off.
I'm not trying to. Oh damn! I was kind of relying on money being collectible, but I don't think that kind of rep stuff will be a collectible.
I don't know. I don't think it will be. Unless you count criminals as collectibles. I don't think you can collect them. Just like put them in the bag. It's like, whoop, whoop.
I mean, they didn't disappear after you throw them down, so.
That's true.
Meant to do that.
I will say, reversing in this game is a fascinating experiment. As in, it doesn't actually happen.
Sorry, I just noticed that you ran over a black person there and can't against your karma.
Yeah.
Fair enough then.
We kind of knocked into them, so we didn't actually kill them. But if you do run them over, it will affect your karma.
I mean, you didn't exactly stop to check.
Well, but you're right, we didn't.
It's not a crime if you don't know if you committed it.
Didn't know, what's it, being culpable, as it were.
We lost Aiden.
We did lose Aiden. I'm sure he'll be back soon. And now we get to shoot the piss out of this car.
So,
Now, we did actually kill that guy.
but your karma's still 5.
Yeah.
So,
Normally the way it works is that
so
we-
arresting like 2 homeless people increased by 2,
Mm,
running over 2 people has not decreased it.
no. Not
And
yet.
you're discharging rounds in a high-speed car chase.
With a car.
You're also the driver, so any misses that could just hit civilians, but that's
It
entirely
perfectly-
fine because it's a GTA clone.
Yeah,
It
precisely.
perfectly does capture the soul of California, though.
A Mad Max Wasteland.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm told California is not a great place for the environment, so that kind of pans out.
Yeah. That's why it has that grotesque orange sky, because of all the air pollution.
It's a late for you.
Yeah.